What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Career Mode. This is episode number 93, and we start today's just off with a brief look at the league table on the back of our big win over Brentford in the West London derby. As you can see, 9 games to go, and destiny is in our own hands. We are 1 point clear of Liverpool, and we've got the game in hand, and we're 5 clear of Manchester City as well. I know it's easier said than done, and there's still a lot of football to be played. But if we win 8 of our final 9 games, we're Premier League champions. And we've got some favourable fixtures to come as well. And we start off with a very favourable one too. We just beat Brentford in a West London derby at the Community Stadium. And now we've got rock bottom Fulham, and almost certain to go down as well at the Bridge. And after 5 wins in 6, Chelsea are back on form after a horrendous run where we'd previously only won 3 in 10 and lost the EFL Cup final as well. We might have had that blip and that loss at home to Everton the last time we were here at the Bridge, but 5 wins in 6, treble dream still alive. Quarterfinals of the Champions League to come against CSKA in Moscow coming today. FA Cup semi to come against Everton too at the end of the month. And right now, top of the Premier League as well. There's no doubt about it. Destiny is in our own hands for the treble, and we've got a golden chance to do it as well. So for the first game, it was indeed rock bottom Marco Silva's Fulham, and heading into the game, oh yes, he scored the hat-trick on Wednesday night away against Brentford, and I guess he just loves a West London derby. Kefren Turam's 4th goal in 2 opens the scoring, and we take the lead against Fulham. And I said, you know, Mason Mount being down, we've missed him massively, man. I mean, when Pulisic was down at the start of the season, it wasn't a huge blow because we're top scorers in the league by quite some distance, and whoever comes in for Pulisic or whoever would come in for Kai, be it Dembele or Callum or Marcus Thuram, be fine. We'd still score an abundance of goals because this is what we're all about, man. We're not a defensive team, we're an offensive based team. So Pulisic going down was a blow, but not a huge one because we're fine when it comes down to scoring goals. But missing Mason Mount was massive. He's the heartbeat of this team. He runs the show through the middle of the park. Declan Rice is the anchor man, Mason's the box to box. He does everything. Missing Mason Mount was absolutely massive. You know, he missed the EFL Cup final, he's missed huge games during that run where we had 3 wins in 10. That's a big reason why we struggled, but Kefren Turam, to be fair, has done as good of a job as I could have asked. He got his 6th goal in 11 games and his 4th in 2, and then on the stroke of the hour mark, he bags another and says, Mason, who? Gaffer, don't rule me out for my place in this team. Yep, 5th goal in 2 games. And he makes it 2-0 here against Fulham as well. Loves a West London derby, Kefren Turam. We're 2 goals up, courtesy of our number 8. And with 2 minutes to go here, this was so funny. I've mentioned before, in FIFA now, I do a lot of what you call game management here, if you want to use a different word. Time wasting, you know, just to see games out, because I said before, I used to concede so many late goals in this year's FIFA because late goals are so common, as we know, and I just, you know, naively and I suppose stupidly at times threw way too many bodies forward when they didn't need to, and went on the offensive, tried to score as many goals as possible, and sometimes it's more sensible to run the clock down and see the game out. I was going to the corner and I thought, you know what, there's still time, let's see if I can get a 3rd goal. Ah, Callum Hudson-Odoi just banished his man to the shadow realm. That's one of the assists of the series. Unbelievable dribbling from Hudson-Odoi. Put his man on the floor. On the floor. He slipped over on the touchline. That was absolute class, man. And the assist for Marcus Thuram, as the Thuram bros once again link up, score our 3 goals and get us the big 3-0 win. And after that, oh, yes. Thank you, Norwich. Thank you, Brighton. Yep, following the big win there, we saw it. Liverpool lost, Manchester City were held, and that means we extend our lead. We're now 4 points clear of Liverpool and still have the game in hand, and 7 clear of Man City as well. So once again, it remains the same. 8 games to go, win 7 of them, we're title winners, and now, because Liverpool have played a game in hand as well, I think my maths is right in saying if we win 6 of our remaining 8 games in the league, that'll also see us crowned champions as well because we've got the game in hand. So I think that's right. I think if we win 6 of our final 8 games, we'll be champions. So big luxury there, seeing both Man City and Liverpool slip up on the same day as us. That's huge. And this title now, I would say, is ours to lose. We had a horrific run of form, 3 wins in 10. Let the big boys back in it. Let Liverpool close the gap. Let Man City cut it to goal difference as well. But now, no doubt about it, we've extended our lead once again to 4. We got the game in hand on Liverpool as well. it's become our title to lose now, no doubt about that. So, following game, second one of today, we're away in Russia. Moscow, CSKA, who dumped out Manchester City in the previous round. So, heading into the game, we were firm favourites, but I picked a very strong lineup out there. They've already dumped out one English giant, why can't they dump out another one? Taking them on away though, still felt to be firm favourites, and 33 minutes in, Captain America's second goal since returning from injury. Great camera angle, by the way. Heads in our opener, and we take the lead in Russia. Yeah, lovely corner by Kai, but for the header from Pulisic, it's great. Maybe Igor Akinfeev, the long-serving captain of CSK, I think he's their record appearance holder as well, should have saved it, but we'll take it. It's 1-0, we lead, and Pulisic opens the scoring. 5 minutes after the restart, answers on the postcard. What is Eduard Mendy doing there? I don't know. That was ridiculous. Nodded the ball back to him, and he slipped over? Showboated? I don't know. He pushed the ball back into play. Thankfully, no CSKA Moscow player was around to pounce on the rebound. But from that, we built from the back and almost got a goal from it as well. I don't know what Mendy was doing, to be fair. It was so stupid. But hey, almost built from that and scored. Great save by Akinfeev. Kept it at 1-0. But to be honest here, despite CSKA going to England, knocking out Man City, we were dominated from start to finish. I didn't think we'd had the same problems that Guardiola's side had. We had a great build-up here, 61 minutes into, and should have made it 2 as well. Pulisic looking for his brace, fires wise. We still led by 1, but the Russians didn't really cause me any problems whatsoever. Their offensive just wasn't there. I was breaking them down constantly. The only thing missing was the finishing touch. With 66 minutes to go, we got one. Tammy Abraham bags the goal to put us 2 goals up with 24 minutes on the clock. It's a great slip ball through by Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and Tammy does the rest. Converts from close range, makes it 2-0. And to be honest here, had my finishing been better, this tie would have been over in the first leg and then some. 5 minutes to go, a chance to make it 3. Pulisic outpaces Medina. He could have had a hat-trick in this game. Storming down left-hand side, there's 3 black shirts to aim for. He picks out one, it's that man Loftus-Cheek, and he got an assist after coming off the bench for Tammy, and also got a goal as well. I said I could have sold him back in January. I decided not to, and I'm glad I didn't. He's such a good squad player. He's like Marcus Thuram, you know, just in a different position. I don't use him much. When I do play him, he's really solid. Got the assist for our second goal. And then how about that for a finish? First time, ball bobbling, weaker left foot, bends it in off the post. Absolutely glorious strike by RLC, and that would do it. Final score, CSKA Moscow 0, Chelsea 3. If I'm being honest here, I could have won the game by more. Wasn't really troubled all game long. Had my finishing been better, this tie would be over. As far as it is though, I wouldn't say it's over per se. But I'd say we've got one leg in the semi-final now. Not just 1 foot, but 1 leg as well. And everything's coming up Millhouse right now as well. Directly after the game too, we see that Mason Mount is returning from injury as well. Buzzing, welcome back Mason. Obviously missed him for 3 months with a broken toe, but finally coming back. He'll struggle to get his place back off Kefren Turan, to be fair. But even so, we were pleased to see him heartbeat of this team. And right now, with everything going right for Chelsea, into the FA Cup semis, we've got a point gap of 4 on Liverpool and a game in hand in the league, and of course 1 foot, or 1 leg even, in the Champions League semi-final as well. Well, if there was ever a chance for us to win the treble, we won't get a better one than this. Following game, Bruno Lage's Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're now a Champions League side, as we know. Faced them in the EFL Cup semis on our way to the final, only to lose to Liverpool. And taking on here at Stamford Bridge, 9 minutes in. Perfect start. He hasn't scored many goals recently, Lautaro Martin. That's why I started Abraham in a few of our games, giving Tammy a chance up top. But Lautaro back on the score sheet. First goal in the league in several games there for the top scorer. His 21st opens the scoring, firing past our former goalkeeper Kepa, and in 35 minutes in. What's that old saying? I said it very recently. Form is temporary. Class is permanent. Yeah, what a goal from Martinez. Absolutely sensational. Step inside from the right with the skill moves and the finish as well. Chelsea 2 up. Both goals coming through Lautaro. Kepa powerless for both goals there as we extend our lead to 2. But whilst Wolves would get back in the game right before the break, they showed it's not over yet. Kevin De Bruyne ran the show against Wolves recently from Man City in that 5-1 victory in the race to the Premier League title in a game so recently. Scores against me as a Wolves player to make it 2-1. But to be honest here, just like against CSKA Moscow, I'd been a far better team, and now my finishing being better, it wouldn't have been as much of a problem for me to see this game out. 66 minutes in, Mark Cucurella hits one straight at Kepa as the Spaniard denies another Spaniard, still leading by one, but the chance remained alive for as Wolves just could not clear. Comical defending really, and as Martinez finds Thuram, he offloads to Kai, and Havertz bags our third as well. Once again, Kepa and Thuram directly involved in a goal. This guy recently has just been assisting or scoring on so many of our goals, and another assist for him there. 3-1 the final score, we re-extend our lead to 2, and as you can see by the stats here, once again, just like the CSKA Moscow again, had my finishing been better, I would have won this game by quite a few more goals as well. But I often talk about it, that's the difficulty of Ultimate this year. It normally takes you a few more chances than the AI to get a goal. And normally the AI only need the one chance. They score with the only shot they took in the game through KDB. So that's why Ultimate is such a difficult game. If you don't take your chances, you will get punished. I've been saying that phrase for years, and there's never a more fitting FIFA for me to use it again. This year's FIFA is just that, man. The AI only need the one chance. You might need 3 or 4. Even so, as the winning runs extended there, our final game of today's episode, CSKA Moscow at the Bridge. As you see my lineup as well, rested a lot of players for this one here because I'll be totally honest, I really felt as though the job was done after our demolition job in Russia. They did come from a goal down to knock out Man City in the second leg at the Etihad in the previous round, but that was 1-0. This is 3-0. I didn't see us losing and bottling that lead, and whilst they did have the first chance of the game to give us a little bit of doubt, Mendy making a great save, 31 minutes in, we got the goal to open the scoring, extend the lead to 4, and I knew lightning wouldn't strike twice. We are into the Champions League semis. What a great ball this is, by the way. Oh, that's a glorious hockey assist, if you will, as Tammy offloads to, Tariq offloads to Tammy, and Abraham gets another in what's been a nice little mini run for him lately. That's his 5th goal in the Champions League in 9 games. He's our top scorer in Europe this year. So Chelsea 1, CSKA Moscow 0. We lead, but what a hockey assist that was from Dembele, man. That was glorious. We're up on CSKA Moscow. But to be fair to the Russians, they had a great night at the Etihad, knocking out Man City, coming from a goal down. They weren't going to give up the ghost here right before the break. Akhmatov makes it 1-1. They level it on the night, but because they still trail by 3 on aggregate, I didn't think there'd be enough time for them to battle back and pull off an absolute all-time shock and an all-time bottle job for myself as well. I thought I'd be okay, and 72 minutes in here, a chance to make it 2-1. Loftus-Cheek running forward, 1-on-1, scored in Moscow and scores here at the Bridge as well. I love that too. Sit down Igor Akinfeev, puts him on the floor, and then just coolly slots the ball in, teasing the man on the line as he makes it 2. Final score, Chelsea 2, CSKA Moscow 1. We win both legs, and we are indeed through to the Champions League semi-finals. Job was basically done in Moscow, but it's confirmed tonight at the Bridge. Our winning run extended, and the treble dreams remain alive as well. Big 2-legged win, as we expected over CSKA Moscow. In no disrespect, we're into the Champions League semis. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and Liverpool are the teams we could face. And we'll find out in the very next episode who we've got in the last 4 of our first ever Champions League campaign. But that went in today's episode of the Realistic Career, guys. Big thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, if you hadn't, please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for next very soon, featuring a chance to go even clearer at the top of the table, even further clearer at the top of the table in our pursuit to retain it, and the FA Cup semi-final against Everton as well. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for next episode, featuring that Champions League semi-draw. Who are we going to take on? Both Madrid sides and Liverpool still remaining. Very soon.